I will talk today about how to change the revenue model for individual services and how to do the transition from free to fee. Although many firms have succeeded to build a profitable service business through service infusion, others are still struggling to sustain a high level of revenue and to expand their range of services. Firms face difficulties to extend their services business without improving their revenue. In addition, servitization cannot fit all companies. One of the struggles that companies have been facing is to start to charge for services that have been given for free. But it's hard to break free because several manufacturing firms have traditionally given service for free to support product sales. Considered as add-ons and cost drivers, the firms do not charge separately for their services. It's also about the customer that tend to react with anger and often not willing to start pay for the services that they have used to have for free. In addition, the salespeople resist to sell services that they have used to give for free. One example that shows how it's hard in practice to break the tradition and provide service for free. In one of the firms we worked with, we could see a great growth in sales of services on the East European market. Traditionally, the service had been given away to support product sales, but now it looked as the trap of providing services for free had been broken. However, after reviewing data on service provision, we could see another story. It was not only services for free that had increased by 80%, at the same time, services for free had experienced a similar increase. So, the transition from service for free to service for fee was actually done through the deal: if you buy one service, you get one additional for free. Most also research that mentioned the transition from free to fee were not intended to study the transition process. The focus was always on servitization on the firm level or the whole business, suggesting that the firm change its main strategy. There is few studies that have investigated the transition process and the strategies that can be used by manufacturing firm to accomplish the free-to-fee transition for individual services. A good model to present is a three-stage model for managing the change from free to fee. It says basically that in a first step, the firm should turn services from a cost center to a profit center. This could be done by setting services strategy first and then organize for a service business. A second step in the model say that firms should create service scenarios for a service business. These scenarios could be based on brand, network, or platforms. And then the last step of the model is to implement strategies to break free from free services. This strategy could be focusing on value, timing, unbundling, or external factor strategy. If you go to first step of the model, which is turning service from a cost center to a profit center, a good example is a manufacturer of pulp and paper machines that made a strategic decision overnight. Services that have been free for customer become for free. For a short period, customers were upset and the services volume dropped remarkably. For the manufacturer, this reduced cost since they provided less services for free. And over the upcoming years, the service business grew from 20 million kroner to 100 million kroner. This means 500% over a period of 6 years. So the transition from free to fee happened by explicitly starting to charge for the free services. To turn a service from a cost center to profit center, firms should unite the firm's service offering within a separate organizational unit that run as profit center and make sure that the service is an essential ingredient for the consumer satisfaction and for the overall profitability of the firm. With also boosting services, firms can stay competitive, and this can be achieved by establishing services as a profit center. A second step in the model is to create services scenario for a service business. Based on the assumption that managers tend to organize their decision environments in terms of a number of different types of situation or scenarios, many firms create a service scenario for the future, focusing on brand, network, or either platforms. There are three scenarios that were based on brand innovation, process innovation, and or business model innovation. Examples of this step is to create service scenarios is the firm Loveberry that choose to proceed following the service brand scenario. First, on the B2C market, the firm decided to open up a cafe in Stockholm. Second, on the B2B market, the firm started to co-brand the coffee machines with their logo. Another example of using brand scenario is Mr. Muscle firm and their extension from product brand toward a service brand. An additional scenario concerned process innovation, where a local firm named Antifon had started to cooperate with a consultant to provide a more professional service. The last stage in this model is to implement strategy to break free from free services. The first categories of strategies is the value strategies, where a company could say that we provide you the value of the service, this is why the service is becoming for fee. And then the company also could follow that we give you a disproportional value, or also you get what you pay for. A second category of strategy could be linked to timing, that could be that yesterday it was for free, today it has a price. And then another type of this strategy is to say new service, so there is a new rules. The third category of strategy is unbundling strategy, where the firm could say that we deliver a product and a service, or we deliver a basic service and an extended service. And the last but not least type of strategy is external factor strategy, and one is to say our new partner cannot work for free. This is why we should go from free to fee. To conclude, services are not considered as add-ons anymore, and many firms today stop to give services for free to support product sales. To change the revenue model and to do the transition from free to fee, it's hard, but firms should follow the 3 steps model and choose the strategy that fit them.